Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Try. My name is Retromation and this is Nova Drift, a fantastic action roguelike that I'm very excited to be checking out again here today. And the reason is because the game is finally out in 1.0. Nova Drift has been in development for 10 years at this point and in early access for 5 of those, but the game is finally done. I consider this to be one of the best action roguelikes out there. You can make really wild, deep, customized builds. There's just a lot that you can do with it. Sort of did the Vampire Survivor, like Horde Survival, Bullet Heaven, whatever you want to call it, thing before those games came out. We're surviving waves, we're getting XP, we're picking up our upgrades. It's really in the same sort of space, but it's been around for a long time. So, in we're going to go to see what it's all about now that it is out. We've got a bunch of different things we can turn on. The one that I am going to pick right now. You can do multiple, but I really only want to go for Wild Metamorphosis. It just adds more fun choices into the upgrade pool. But as you can tell here, the game is, inspired by asteroids loosely, but then roguelike-ified. We move around kind of with the tank controls, and then we aim and we shoot forward. So, the beginning of the game, we have 3 things that we are going to need to pick: a weapon, a body, and a shield. They are pretty important core choices that will shape how your whole build can go. You can change them later, but it's sort of a waste of an upgrade. One thing is immediately calling out to me is I don't think I've ever seen weapon swords before. It might have been added to the game a little bit earlier, but I haven't played in a while. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and pause, give the cliff notes, 1 sec. All right, the main point of things to figure out is that they are swords that when we swing them, it'll also... Whoa, man. It'll also break enemy projectiles. But another thing is their damage scales on my speed. The hell, man? Shoot. And we can also increase our attack speed the same way we would with other projectiles. And it'll increase these as well. Huh. This is, okay, this is pretty, it's pretty neat. Scoot, scoot, scoot. All right, shield. This is, I don't know, depending on the build, it's maybe a little bit less important. We have hull, and then we have shield. Shield gets used up before our hull, which is our HP. But these do kind of special effects while we have shield. Targets and enemy projectiles inside the shield radius are slowed. When amp is active, bonus thrust and total weapon damage. Okay, bonus thrust is good because that's more speed. That kind of seems like the idea here. Siphon HP from those inside. I'm sure there's like some correct choices. But I'm going to go for the shield amp. So if they're in this circle, chill, 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 chill. Don't go in there. If they're in this circle, they're going to take more damage. And as long as we have shield... Oh my god. Then we will get a little bit of a speed boost. Last big thing is we get to pick our body, right? Body? Yeah. And these all have some pretty wild effects. They can change some stuff. You deploy only one construct at a time. They have improved damage. So we can kind of make some drones and things like that. That's a pretty good way for us to get value there. Bonus weapon projectiles. Can we get an increase to the amount of projectiles? I'm not sure. Additional cannons increase the pairs of swords. So maybe we could find a way to actually get extra. Let me look through these 1 sec. Okay, you know what? I did a reroll. And this one seems really good because my sword damage scales on my crash damage and my speed. This seems to really like that. So I could just crash into enemies to do damage, extra damage based on high speeds. When crashing head on, you penetrate destroyed targets. I don't know. It just sounds fun. Less max shields, less weapon rate of fire, but... Oh my god. We're going rainbow style right now. But we can also just kind of dash through them. Music, hello. Alright. And then it got quieter anyways. Alright. So I believe we just kind of picked up a boost. Like a temporary power-up right there. That's not a permanent thing. But our next level up is going to be a more major kind of a thing in terms of learning what the game is sort of going to be like. So, every upgrade from here on out, we could change our gear. It takes our upgrade, but we have kind of these upgrade type trees. You've probably seen a lot of games that have utilized this in the future. It's kind of like, 20 Minutes Till Dawn kind of took this sort of wholesale. So if you're familiar with that game. More weapon projectiles, blast radius, construct hull. So the swords count as an advanced construct. So that is sort of interesting. But max hull not relevant. Assembly speed, I don't think that's relevant. Instead of protecting you, your shield protects standard and advanced constructs deployed by you. I wonder what that would be like, huh? Weapon projectile velocity. I might even take a reroll on this. Construct rate of fire minus max hull. Meh. Tactical link. When near an advanced construct, you and that construct gain hull damage resist. I mean, that's kind of nice. But I'm really, really curious if this works. Do I get more swords? I do not, in fact, get more swords. That is a disappointment. But hey, it's fine. We'll figure something out with it. I mean, we seem to be doing just fine anyways. Like a completely fine amount of damage. Getting a hull upgrade might be a good call. If target is still alive after you do crash damage to it, teleport to the opposite side, aim and fire an empowered attack, ignoring your weapon cooldown. That seems really interesting here to me. Shield effect radius up is also interesting, because obviously, like our amp, we sort of want them to be inside it from a bigger radius. That's good. Increased power, enhances shield effects and attacks. I'm really curious about this advanced strike, though. If we run into somebody and they're still alive, we jump to the other side. Okay, hold on, I'm dying. Hold on, I'm dying. We're going to probably need to go for a hull upgrade of some kind. Improve health regeneration is something. Increase the rate at which your hull passively is restored. Regenerates at a rate proportional to maximum hull. Assemble and deploy an advanced autonomous ally that fires volleys of explosive rounds. Is this what we need to eventually unlock the ability to get an ally that just has my swords? I think maybe. Step 1, let's get some regen, so we can just take a little bit more direct damage. Choppa choppa. Alright, hold on. I want to run into somebody who does not die, so that we can see what that looks like. But I guess we're going to need somebody else. You. Ooh. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel kit. Okay. Oh, hello, big boy. Greatly improved regen. You have no shield. More base hull. More plating. Banishes all non-wild shield upgrades from the pool. Improves your body gear powers, but adds the void to the mod pool. Makes your thrusters launch fireballs. Definitely interesting. I mean, more thrusters is good too. More speed is more damage. Passive shield regen. I like the idea of getting rid of our shield, because it doesn't seem like something we're going to care very much about here. The hull breaker has minus max shield, minus weapon rate of fire. So it looks like we're sort of moving towards a no shield run anyways. Get the ability to stabilize your momentum on command. We can kind of like... At low velocities acts as a weak reverse thrust. kind of like move backwards a little bit. Global damage increases as your speed does is very fun to play around with. Moving at high speeds create a searing aura that burns both you and nearby targets. A lot of fun options. But we could also go ahead and re-roll here, and I feel like maybe we'll find something I'm more excited about. Burn damage, so our weapons can start to burn. Mines, firing array, ally. Deploy an advanced autonomous ally fires volleys of explosive rounds. We could eventually upgrade him into a cool, you know, guy that has my swords, which is just fun. Woo! You see that? You see that freaking damage? Oh my. Okay. I do like it. These little boxes have some extra XP, so we can get some more upgrades. Whoop! I'm too fast. The boosters are too fast. Okay. Just get behind him. Cool little chopper. Okay. I think I need some attack speed of some kind. Do more damage the more damage you are. Improved regen and shield cooldown when you're not firing. Eventually turns into regression. Banish all tier 1 mods currently offered. Minus size and friction. We could just get more max hull. That's something. Projectile velocity, I don't think is a thing that I care that much about. I'm going to reroll. Give me some... Yeah, there's the rate of fire. Boost damage from your next crash after you fire your weapon and vice versa. I actually think that works pretty well. That's kind of interesting because we are looking to go for both. Provides plating. Self-damage resist. Weapon recoil resist. Resistance to mobility reducing effects. Can be taken multiple times. I like that, but I think we did say let's get a little bit of attack speed, and I mean it. I don't know if I've done a build where we can kind of like just smash our face through enemies as well as I am right now. I do wonder if at some point that the multiple bullet thing is ever going to show its face on what it does. With this weapon. I think it might just not do anything. Let's see. Modifiers above. Damage increases as your speed does while attacking, swords wielding. Yeah, usually it will say if there is a relevant detail. Summons an enemy bearing great power and greater rewards. When your shield takes a hit, we don't have one. Shield effect power, don't have it. Bonus thrust, minus size and drone orbit radius, minus max hull, minus 20 crash damage. 2 targets. We don't like that part. We might go for Deadly Wake. Seems a little bit better. I mean, of these, I'm just interested in hull. Or efficiency. Causes your weapon to rapidly fire in a burst. That might work in a weird way that ends up helping us. Because what's that going to do, right? Whenever you destroy an enemy, get rate of fire up, extra thrust, stabilization, Deadly Wake. I am curious. Constant added thrust power. Global damage up, max hull. Global thrust power. I'm doing it. So we are always forced to move forward right now. Theoretically, that increases my damage a bit because my maximum speeds are now higher. Okay. This is so stupid and I love it. What are we doing? And why is it working? Okay. I can't. We need to stop for a sec to get this experience that's trying to chase us down. Okay. Slipstream, increased thrust and rotation speed, minus friction. It's obviously, like, useful for reasons we clearly know why. There's also these things called super mods. You can tell down here if you get, like, 2 specific upgrades, then this thing will show up in the pool. Probably going to be firing the whole time. So it's between Slipstream for stupidness. What exactly do we get? Damage increases as your speed does and scales with 25% of crash damage modifiers. Okay. I mean, we like that. We like that. We like that. Reverses your knockback and pull directions and increases blast radius. So, okay. That's kind of fun, too. But I think we'll go for Slipstream. We'll lean into this weird, degenerate zoom strat that seems to be working just fine. Whip. Okay, okay. Screen wrap action is very awkward here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Loot boxes. Loot boxes. All right, velocity. What's past here? Weapon projectiles do more damage to target the further they've traveled. Weapon calibrates over time, improving spread and total. I don't think that stuff is what we're looking for. Whenever you take a hull hit equal to or exceeding 15% of your max hull, you automatically fire an empower attack towards the offender. It ignores your weapon's cooldown. I mean, it's nice. It's obviously nice. Global damage increases as your speed does. I think we have to take. So Strafe, we could get Apotheosis. No longer collide with enemies, targets, and most celestial hazards. We don't want that. We don't want that, I don't think. Well, okay. You know what? There's a weird world where we don't mind that we're not doing collision damage, even though we're increasing our collision damage. We might be able to, like, so we don't collide with enemies. If we get that, we don't collide with enemies, and our weapon reflects projectiles. Doesn't that put me in, like, a really weirdly, like, safe space there? It seems silly. Whoop. All right, chill, get our experience. And then zip right back through him. What a dumb strat and build that seems to be working. Gain 5 levels, you lose all your rerolls, and you can never gain any more. I think it's probably a bit early for that, but there is an ending to the game now, so skirmish wouldn't really work anymore if we got Apotheosis, if that was a thing we ended up doing. When your shield protects you, nope. Base hull and base shield, convert your max hull into... No, I think we're not going for any of that. Whenever you take damage, gain armor stacks. They provide damage resist. Harder hits grant multiple. Definitely could be something we go for. When you're not thrusting, well, not relevant. I'm going to reroll. I feel weird about it because obviously that could be useful. Celestial Lance, while moving at high speeds, create a searing aura that burns both you and nearby targets, doing ramping, burning self-damage. Probably not. Targets take more global damage the more damage you are. I could. I think let's go and grab an ally. Let's lean into it a little bit. It sounds fun. Whew. What is this stupidity? You know what? I think I like my weird crash. Oh, God. Okay, I like it. I like my weird dumb crash business. I like it. And I'm assuming if we get Apotheosis, we're not going to teleport to the other side of enemies after running into them like this. Okay. Oh, my God. Nanotech Reconstruction. Echo Strike. Ally explosive round create additional larger blasts when they're destroyed on impact. Your ally regenerates hull. We certainly could do something like that. Destroying enemies progresses towards your assembly time. Not relevant right now. So it's basically adaptive armor, or we could try and move towards getting evolution. Because I think the second we get evolution, we unlock a new tech tree that gives us the option to maybe make guardians. I could be wrong, which have our weapons. Or is it guardians or interceptors? Maybe interceptors. We'll do this. It's so tough to balance the sound in this freaking game, man. Well, there it is. We can choose. Guardian recovers the hull of other non-guardians. Interceptor fires your weapon in addition to its own at a slower rate of fire. Obviously, that just sounds fun. God, I really do want to get hull strength, but I just want to see. Look at that little guy with the. Look at my little friend. I don't know. I'm a sucker. I just always want to get an ally that has my my tools. But, you know, like, double so, if he has the ability to reflect projectiles, like, that's hardly, it's hardly a gimmick. That's just good. Wingman orbits your nose and shares your facing direction. I'm doing it. Okay. So now you are just going to be reflecting projectiles even more efficiently. If you are ever going to actually do your attack. I can't tell if he is. Does he not attack anymore? No, he's attack. Okay. Okay, there he is. Global damage, hull, shields, more thrust power. We could get the Deadly Wake. Greatly increase regen at the cost of max hull and shields that can't be reserved. It's very good with the little asterisk. I think I'd like to probably get the hull at this point. It sounds nice to just have a little bit more HP. Let's bump on purpose. God, my ally is definitely very slow at attacking, though. Your interceptor attempts to dodge enemy attacks. Meh. So we have the wingman, so we will get the option of overpower. More hull, more crash damage. Oh, but minus thrust. It's probably worth it still. And then we just get even more thrust, though. Because we also could get force armor that way. You know, we'll get this. It's going to slow down our speed a little bit. It's like a little bit of a trade-off. For the fact that, like, I think this will be better for the damage overall. I could be wrong. Worst comes to worst, I am now bigger, and I have more HP, which is also useful. Oh, this is always the fun part of the Nova Drift run, where you just kind of, like, go for it. Okay, fine. Choppa choppa. Wave 60. Okay. That was a boss. Large keyword was a boss. That used to be the final boss, didn't it? At one point, that was the final boss. Slipstream, obviously useful. Global damage, but you're always... Minus friction is a little bit annoying. Burst of Fire might be really good. I don't know. It depends. hull damage resist, crash knockback to targets. Ally fire rate per level is nice. I'm going to take it. Ally gets stronger as you get stronger, so he should be attacking noticeably more often. This guy does not look like somebody we should be bumping into, but it seems fine. Lets your constructs benefit from 70% of your regen. I think I'm fine. Ally max hull, increase the passive attack avoidance, explosive rounds, meh. When using the Celestial Lance, stabilization slows abruptly and launches a surge forward. I don't have that. Projectile velocity, I think, has no value here. I don't think so. Absorption. While charging your weapon, it's not relevant right now. We don't have the thing for that. Supermod Tempest Break when your shield breaks, not relevant. Streamline. The longer you avoid enemy and celestial hazard damage, the more relief on the wind benefits. That's not going to be something we go for either. This clearly didn't matter because they didn't count as projectiles. So don't care about that. Absorption's fine. Just feel like there's got to be something better here. Improved weapon targeting. I don't know if that matters for this weapon. Projectile size, weapon damage, weapon blast radius. If that's not relevant, I don't know what. I just don't get it. Bare minimum, it's got to increase the damage, right? Just stand right here and get ready to bump into him. Oh, my lord. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel. Adrenal module. Enemies take more damage based off of how much more. Your interceptor fires weapon more frequently. Yeah, I think that's probably what we do. Burst fire and rate of fire. That's something we might end up getting as well. But right now, let's just get our... Let's get our guy so we can just chop even more frequently. But see, I do know that there is a... there's one of the ships that you can take that could just give us more sword boys, which sounds kind of fun. Oh my god. Reflect sniper shots. Okay. Hello, worm boys. They kind of evaporate. My damage seems stupid. I don't remember things dying this fast. This game's too easy, people say. I think I might have made a stupid build. Gain the ability to stabilize your velocity. I mean, rotation speed, resistance and mobility reductions from firing a weapon. Strafe could be good. Like, let me check. Strafe. Yeah, it's kinetic boost and strafe. And we have kinetic boost, yeah? I don't know if that's going to be a good call, though. I really don't. There's nothing wrong with this one. While you are strafing, you fire your weapon with 100% fire rate. Huh. No longer fire. For non-construct weapons, your weapon fires from 2 broadside cannons and projectiles, but it is a construct weapon. Greatly increased weapon damage, projectile size, blast radius. Does reduce our fire rate, which seems like something I'm not particularly interested in right now. So I think it's between absorption and... You know what? No, let's get Warpath. Fire rate up sounds nice. I love the gentle little thrust that we have. Because I don't even have to do anything. It just kind of goes for it, man. I don't know. Can my ally die? Has he died? I think we go for skirmish. Bonus crash damage to targets also helps us, if nothing else. Just having it. Oh, the numbers. Yoop. I've got my ally, but he does not have his... He didn't have his swords out right now. I have never seen this guy before. And I will never see him again. God, my HP is so good, too. It's like, we're not even risking it there. Well, my Defiance is certainly good. Slipstream, we sure could. But Wild Mod Rampage, I feel like, just works completely fine, too. Weapon projectiles splinter into weaker mini ones. I don't know that that is going to be relevant. These both come with rate of fire down. Give me Rampage. I don't mind the little boost. Oh my god. Hold on, we teleported behind him. Nothing personnel kid the wrong way. Okay. I love this stupid thing that I have created. I might want to take Vital Bond. Bonus weapons... Nah. When you're not thrusting, which will never happen. Banish all currently offered mods. No. Targets at 95% hull or more take bonus damage from weapon hits. Yeah. When you damage an enemy, store 1% of your damage as essence. It recovers your hull over time. It is 10% of your max hull per second. Your hull can't reach it. I don't know if I want to go for the next thing right now. That's a little bit sketchy. It might be really good, but... This is a 20% damage boost to most of our enemies that we are fighting. Ooh, get out of that laser. Get out of the laser. Bye. We're chilling. We're chilling. Oh my god. The fact that it automatically just swings right after it actually does work a little weird. Oh god. Oh god. That number 16K. Singularity detected. Chill. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. Just get away from it. There's Essence Sap. It's scary. There's nothing wrong with that. Your total weapon fire rate increases for each time you fire consecutively without or while charging a weapon. Minus total thrust while firing. That's just not going to work. You also take ramping hull. It's not going to work. Targets at 12% of their maximum hull or less are destroyed by a weapon or crash damage and bonus weapon rate of fire. I mean, it's a nice little boost. It's a nice little boost. I don't think there's going to be a lot of enemies that are chilling at 12%. Whoa, I'm dead. Oh, I almost died. I literally almost died from that. My little boost carrying me by default. Okay. Just vibe for a sec. Just vibe for a sec. Keep swinging. Keep swinging. We need the reflections. Wave 90. It's got to be, what, 100? I saw that the game used to be only endless. But I saw that that is now an unlock. You. Perish. Perish. Ooh! That was a really rough chain of events there that could have been real bad. Increase weapon damage, projectile size, minus rate of fire, weight of fire. Minus velocity, that shouldn't matter. Adds weapon recoil. That might matter. Rampage. I kind of like the idea of just keeping on taking Rampage. The force boost is not that big of a deal. That was a boss at one point. Wave 95. Okay. Just keep going for it. Come on, catch up, experience. Next. Oh, baby! Oh my god. 19,000 damage? Just judging based off of how big that circle is around things, we're doing well. More Rampage? We also get shields out of this, too. So it's like a little bit of a Seraph. Okay. Maybe chill a little. Bonk. So that was wave 100. What the hell wave is the final boss at, then? 22k. 22k! Oop. You stopped my momentum. How dare you? Prepare to die. You killed my momentum. Prepare to die. Oh, God. When you get, like, a little bit on the curvaceous side there, you get problems. Body gear base stats improved by 10%. Body gear powers are improved. I mean, that seems good, but... Banish all this stuff? We lose size. The only one that I'm like, I don't know if I'd want to get rid of is Adrenal Module. This isn't bad either, but let's do it. Just bonk it all. Mostly just so that my future upgrades are maybe a little bit more exciting. Do 2,000... I got an achievement. I got a seemingly quite uncommon achievement for how much crash damage I just did. Yeah, this is good. It's just the fact that it also comes with the stinky thing, too. Adaptive armor, definitely useful. We have 13 rerolls. Vital Bond, I have, you know, I'm tempted. Stabilize your movement. I mean, I kind of just doubt it, right? Like, that's sort of where I'm at. Like, I don't think I can stabilize the amount of movement that I currently have. Weapon projectiles that don't already explode do damage as blast damage. There could be some fun stuff with that. But I think we're fine anyways. Let's get the absorption. Plating. We just basically take less damage. We're doing plenty of damage right now, so like taking less seems like a very useful tool for us to kind of grab right now. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. We will teleport behind you and nothing personnel kid you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy we kept our ability to crash here. It seems quite helpful. Who's coming down here? This is not endless mode, so I'm really curious 100 seems like such a logical place to end a run. Oh. Is there a point where those were bosses? There's definitely, this was a boss. And it kind of just vanished. When you are destroyed, a massive blast levels your enemies. You're reborn once with bone. Yeah. I mean, it's certainly good. Your next 3 upgrades contain only recursive wild mods that can't be re-rolled. +1 level, -1 re-roll. It sounds kind of fun. Let's do it. What do you got? More damage taken from enemies, less damage taken from yourself. Another rampage. We could absolutely do that. Scorching Wake. It's fun. Launch fireballs behind us. More max damage. More boost. It's a 2-for-1. Like, we're getting more speed, which increases our damage, and we're getting more global damage, which increases our damage. What is that? Is that the final boss? Ooh, the sounds. Oh, the sounds are getting so satisfying here. Cannot reflect a laser. Wave 120. Oh. This is me. This is how fast I move when I'm not even pressing the speed up button, by the way. Oh boy. Incoming what? Laser? Oh, Shadow Ball Blast? Okay, chill. I don't know. I've never seen this guy before. Oh, he did not like what I just did. Is he gonna explode? He's gonna charge at me? Okay. Whoa! You don't want to do that, my friend. Ow. Who? Me or him? Him. What a dumb build we've created. We basically just don't care about taking damage. Oh, let's go. Very cool. All right. Challenge mode unlocked. Endless Ataraxia. You become more powerful. Gain bonuses by stockpiling unspent upgrade points. Very cool. It's me. There we go. If you're wondering how I have everything, and I have no high scores, by the way, I had my save file. I was like, you know what I kind of want to do? I want to go ahead and I want to reset my save file. And then I found out that there's so much cool stuff that wouldn't get to be shown off. So I went in. Apparently, there's a way to just get all of the unlocks. So I did that. But I just wanted to show off all the cool stuff that was in there. We have everything except we had, I guess we didn't have Ataraxia, and then we didn't have Endless Mode, which, as far as I'm aware, Endless Mode didn't exist until 1.0 because the whole game was Endless Mode until 1.0. But anywho, that is Nova Drifts. God, what a good, wild game. The amount of builds you can do, like, I want to tell you just how different that build is than, like, the last 10 builds I've done. Like, even Crash builds end up feeling different than that. That had a lot of things going on. We had the swords, obviously, that were scaling off of our crash damage, everything like that, and our speed as well. Having the ally and having them both in front means that we could be swiping our sword and the ally could be swiping the sword. Both of those stop projectiles, which are one of the major concerns in a build where we're going for crashes. We want to hit the enemies with our body. We do not want to hit projectiles with our body. So having all those things together really mixed into a build that was very, very tanky, defensive, and kind of, you know, pushed away the one sort of weakness that it normally would have. I almost died to a black hole, but hey, that's Nova Drift for you. Alas, that is that. That's going to do it for today. If you guys want more Nova Drift, do let me know in the form of a comment down below. I could be convinced to play some more of the game. It is so good. It's fantastic. You can check the channel. I have played Nova Drift a decent amount in the past. And, man, it's just so good. Go pick it up. Again, 10 years in development, 5 years in early access, all leading up to today, or, I mean, today for recording, yesterday for the video upload. Man, what a wonderful time. Thank you for watching. Check out the channel. Roguelikes and more every single day. If that is a genre that you are into, this is a channel that you need to be subscribed to. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.